Welcome back to another Total War Warhammer multiplayer battle. Today we're looking at 3 Beastmen factions, Warherds, all fighting together against a unified front of... What are they again? Oh right, Dirty Stunties. Yeah, they're over here. It'll be a 3 versus 3. We had a theme going on, it just kind of happened, we didn't plan on it. If we go look at it right now, we're looking at a lot of artillery on the side of the Dwarf players. They've got organ guns all over, we're looking at slayers, we're looking at cannons in the background. More organ guns, and over here, more grudge throwers. I mean, that is a lot of ranged units, but if you look at it, they do have iron breakers, they do have miners, but not a lot of infantry to challenge what we have. Gyro bombers could be very effective if they actually bomb us while we're all bunched up, but if they do not, they're going to be in big trouble. Gyrocopters in general are very effective when fighting a Beastmen player. Okay, let's go look at what I have right now. We do have Mankirk and Tokshin helping me out in this battle. We're looking at my Minotaurs who have great weapons, a Gorebull, a Belegar. Over here, a Goreherd. I've got my Cygors. I wanted to use them to destroy them completely if I could. Over here, we're looking at Goreherds. Oh, and I do have my lovely, beautiful Razor Goreherd. Very effective. They're anti-infantry and armor piercing. They're extremely powerful, and you want to use them whenever you're fighting a Dwarf faction. And over here on the right flank, we're looking at 2 Gorebulls, Minotaurs, a Cygor. In the background, Goreherds and Ungor Spearmen, with a Beast Lord and a Bray Shaman, a wild one. Okay, let's go ahead and let the battle begin. We're going to be hit by a lot of things, and here's what I'm doing. I'm trying to move over to a flank, that way I can strike inwards, like that. And that is a lot of artillery, all hitting one Cygor, trying to. He's like, I don't care, I'm going to do what I do. Throw a rock. So now he's going to throw a rock. He's very good at that, too. There we go. There's 2 of them. I wanted to try to hit a grudge thrower, but I wasn't sure how effective that would be. If I should go after their actual dwarf blobs, or if I should go after the artillery. Because I mean, if I hit the iron breakers, they're done for. They can do a lot of damage to me, sure, while they're at a distance. But if I close that gap quickly and I destroy their infantry, then I win. We're hitting more of that crew. That crew's going away. And because I brought in Belegar, you know that I'm going to bring in a third Cygor. I'm going to have 3 of them. All launching. I'm not going to bring them in yet, though. Oh, they are falling. How they fall today. If they all had grudge throwers, we probably would have been in more trouble. The range would have been so much so that they could have hit us at any point. Though they were going after a very cheap unit of Goreherd, and that really isn't too bothersome for me. He had a lot of grudge throwers, too. But if you look at the time, it's not really a very long battle. Does it get crazy? Oh, yeah, it does. They're trying to get ready to fight me. We're looking at Iron Drakes trying to shoot me with torpedoes and flame. If you look at it, we're just all over the map. Now I'm trying to hit Iron Breakers. I said, forget it. Forget that artillery. And I begin to hit a lot of Iron Breakers, and many have died already. Because they're trying to hit me. I'll go into slow motion here and there, depending on what goes on. If you go look back here, we've got Chaos Warhounds who are attacking their cannon from behind. We have miners coming in to go play. If we look over here, Iron Breakers 75 left. They had 100, now they're at 75. Their numbers are dropping. They're really getting beat up right now. When you have Cygors hitting you like that, oh yeah, you're going to be in big trouble. I wouldn't have moved up. I would have moved further back. Their goal is to take out Cygors. They didn't do that. I've got 2 of them still. I'm still moving behind them. They can't really stop me from doing that. They're shooting at an ally. My allies beginning to surge in. If you can look at it right now, they're charging in. Here's a charge right now. Minotaurs coming in from behind. Satchels are being thrown. Purses are being thrown. Get out of here, you brute! Then you hit him with a purse. I mean, the purse does blow up, but... Hey. Oh! Friendly fire, maybe? That's what it looks like. They may have hit their own and broken their front line a bit. That's kind of funny. Oh, wow. I think they're being hit from back here. There's a Trollhammer torpedo. Whoosh. Pretty cool to watch. Yeah, I think that might have been what was going on. Wait, you're throwing purses in your own line. Please blow up. Come on. I want to watch that, and then I'll move on. No? There we go. Yeah. You got to be careful with that. It's pretty funny. All right, let's go look at the map right now. As you can tell, there's a lot of artillery moving around. We're not even fully in the battle yet. The Warheads will probably break quickly, but we do have Minotaurs moving in, and they will not break as quickly. They're charging right through and doing a lot of damage. We got the range units hitting us now. I'm still maneuvering. My one gore herd took a lot of damage, but only one unit. My remainder is rather powerful at the moment. Side gores are moving in. I've got archers all over. They're hitting my allies. Satchels are blowing them up, and they're very effective at taking out gore herds for sure. I agree with that notion. We've got a gore bull over here alone, hitting and killing. They're being shot by everything though. Organ guns, all of that. I wouldn't have gone for a direct attack, but they wanted to do that for whatever reason. I like to flank them. I like to have them maneuver around, having to move about. We've got two gore bulls over here charging, and we have more of them wrapping around the side. I'm going to assume that maybe that was Tokshin. He likes to wrap from time to time. He's not much of a rapper like me, but I digress. All right, over here we've got more side gores hitting them, destroying iron breakers as they're trying to move along. I mean, look at that. There was dwarves all in that formation. Now they're either knocked down or just dead. That's what I was talking about. I could use my units to engage and not have to worry about their artillery while I use my side gores to kill what they have. I'm way back here. I'm using some magic. Belegar! And by the way, there's a new side gore coming out the damn ground. I planted one. It's back now. Now, they did do a lot of damage to my Minotaurs when they shot with all that artillery. It's anti-large, very effective at hurting me, but they had a lot of cannon. Let's go take a look at what they have real quick. That is a lot of cannon, and as you can tell, the battle's been going on for a few minutes now. It's really tit for tat. We don't know who's gonna win. Here's my side gore right behind their lines. I wanted to make sure that I had a good line of sight on all of them. Right now, they're pushing out. They broke the middle, and they're pushing out right now. They broke a lot of them. I have some Ungor Raiders here back here shooting at Grombrindal, who's very angry, but he's always angry, so I might as well just say he's Grombrindal. Side gores are all over the map. I mean, look at how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 7 back there. 7 total, all hitting them. I hope I didn't miss one. I don't think I did. Hopefully I didn't. Over here on the right flank, we're looking at Minotaurs fleeing now. We're looking at gore herds who are actually staying to fight. Looking at just more units who are at full health and are going to be able to move in. Our goal is to try to get into their artillery. I'm trying to do that now. I have one group that's like nearly obliterated, but another group did make it in. We're playing Dwarf Toss. Very, very fun game. He's flying around. Will he splat? Oh, looks painful though. All right, you're looking at my units taking damage. I've got some Bestigors back here too. I did bring in those. I wanted them to come in and help me out. I've got some gores who are going to help me out, not my own, which is pretty cool that they're here. We've got destroyers here not firing at my side gores, which is very good. All right, let's go back to normal speeds again. Oh yeah, here's my very effective group of Razor herd. They're moving in right now. Watch them gallivant. We're going to snuff them out. The hounds are here. The Razor herd is here. And they all begin to fall apart. How about that? And we're making just more and more of that lovely killing happen. If you look at it, we're hitting at various points now behind them. My allies are now throwing their weight in. Iron Drakes could do a lot of damage over time. They're now being clashed upon. We got Grudge Throwers here, Grudge Throwing. We've got more Rangers moving in. I got some Minotaurs here fleeing. Got my Bestigors who are moving. I don't know why it's not showing up for all of them. Actually, that's a little bit weird. It's the only showing ones I'm directly controlling at that time? Maybe. I don't know. Let's go look over here real quick. Gyro Bombers are bombing a little bit too late. I mean, they're fleeing a little bit too late for that, but I'm sure that might be effective at some point. We have a lot of our large units really wrapping them up. If you look at it right now, we're wrapping up a lot of their units on that flank. The Slayers are here, but they'll die eventually. I mean, you can use cheap units on them and they'll die eventually anyway. While scoring a lot of kills, but it's not really too important. We've got Warhounds that are being used quite well. They're just going through and biting and nipping and doing what Warhounds do. Okay, over here, we've got more Bestigors who are flying in. We're routing a lot of their ranged units. If we go look at it, the Ironbreakers are over here. There's a lot of damage being done. A lot of damage. Wow, that was a critical shot for sure with all the satchels. Okay. My Gore Herd's moving in again. Just charging in constantly. Armor piercing and anti-infantry. They are just doing an incredible job at destroying. If we go look at it now, we've got, for some reason, a lot of Dwarfs who decided to just charge after a lot of very cheap Ungor units, and now we have our own side Gores stomping them. I mean, Slayers are trying, but they're just being stomped out now. And they're being hit by more side Gores. And right now, they're being hit by a Crossfire, this Peak Gate Guard. by archers, Ungor raiders, and they're going after another Cygor. But when you have that many Cygors, you're not going to just take that out. You want to kill our leadership. If you look at it now, here's a tide of my Beastmen now wrapping right through them. Not wrapping, but charging right through them. It needs the right terminology. Okay, here we go. And they are dying. They are falling apart. They cannot hold up any longer. We have gyro bombers who are coming over here to bomb. I don't know if they have any bombs left. They do not, actually, so they can only shoot, and they're not very effective at that. So I don't know what they'll be doing, just chilling out, I guess. But if you go look at the map, we charged in, and I'm very surprised that the guys did pretty well. I mean, not that I had doubts about them, but I thought they would, I don't know, get hurt a lot more. They charged right in, whereas like me, I wrapped around. But what they did was very effective too. I was fighting the guy who had a smaller army, but a lot of elite iron breakers. He put all of his gold into iron breakers and grudge throwers. Okay, right now I'm just fighting a few more of them. Let's go over here. The Pete Gay Guard is still chasing a few units. I don't know if he was paying attention or what, but I now have a Cygor throwing rocks at him. I mean, look at the sheer carnage of that battle. It was all over the map. We're bloodied, but we won. Our Warherds are victorious for sure. How could they do it? I mean, we're at the very end of it, I believe. Yeah, we have less than a minute left. I don't know who is left. Only a few of them were left. And I'm still just hitting them. Alright, let's go look at my Cygor, because we won't be able to see his kills at the end. 87 kills, so nearly 100 kills just for him alone. Over here, we broke the Iron Breakers, 59, 42 left. We got Gore Bulls, we have everyone just charging into Rizagor Herd, 100 kills. We're looking at Iron Breaker, 16 kills. Not a lot of kills. They're not really great at getting a lot of kills. They can, but they're really more of a holding unit. You need other units that are deadly for the Dwarf faction to do well. Okay. Pete Gayguard, we won the battle. That's over. We can fast forward now. All right, we had Ungrim, I believe. Yeah. And that was it, a pirate victory. But we did, in fact, win. Another huge themed fight. We had thousands of units on the battlefield. Delirium Nocturnum, he was back again. Manhunt is back there again. Degrar, or Drygar, I think was new. Let's go look at the kills real quick. Look at my two Razorgore herds. 146, 116, a lot of kills. One group of Minotaurs, 93. Not so much for the other group, but that's okay. You know, I had nearly 100 kills with my third Cygor that I brought in. Okay. A lot of it here as well. And then Malagor, not really a lot, but he wasn't there for kills. My Gore Bull didn't get a lot of action. I did lose one group of Gore Herd. But if you look at my army, I was relatively untouched. Only a few took a lot of damage, and that's it. Let's go look at the elite Ironbreaker player that was over here, Delirium. He upgraded his Ironbreakers, and no wonder they held, but they didn't really do a lot anyway. It was way too small of an army and way too upgraded. He even upgraded Grudge Throwers when he should have brought in a Goblobber. If he has Grom, he probably has the DLC for that too. The Iron Drake's got some kills in, but just really not enough. So he got kills with a very small elite army, but he didn't have the staying power to fight for a very long period of time. Not to mention, I was able to really surround him and then destroy him too. And I even had an ally bringing in a few Gore Herds to help me out. Okay. Tokshin. Let's go look at it real quick. Gore Bulls, an average amount of kills. We're looking at some kills over here. Gore Herd got quite a few kills. Best of Gores. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I brought him in too. Alright, I was making sure. He brought in some too, and they were able to stay and hold. His Minotaurs did a lot of damage, a lot with one Cygor, and a lot with a Rizagor Herd. We both agree that they're very effective. Mankirk, okay, 19 for a Cygor. His Warhounds did very well. I watched them go all over the map. They were being used very, very well. A lot of his army got destroyed. He charged right in, which is where you're going to lose a lot. But, I mean, he did well, too. He held up, and he helped us out, and he did a great job. We're looking at Minotaurs who were able to charge in and do some damage. But he definitely took a majority of the flak. But because he brought in the most, I think that is what his role was in very many ways, was to be a buffer for us to take their attention and killing power while we flanked around, which we did. I mean, he was in the middle, I would assume, then. Okay, now let's go look at it over here for Manhunt. A lot of Miners, a lot of Dwarf Warriors, a lot of Cannon. Oh my goodness, look at all of that. Nothing with staying power at all. I mean, he's more geared to fight maybe a Dwarf player. The Pig Gay Guard, 104 kills. That's pretty good, 104 kills. And you, a lot of Elite Iron Breakers. Right, we went over you. Dragar, what about you? You actually did okay. You got Hammers, 184 with Slayers. That was very effective. You brought in 3 groups of Slayers. Only one group got a lot of kills. Okay, Ungrim, not a lot of kills. Athane, not really a great call. I would have brought in a Runesmith, maybe. But they brought in way too much cannon, which you can learn about how bad that can be. Mass Rangers, more infantry, more Slayers for each individual army would have been a lot more effective. That is what I'm thinking. Cannon was a good call. Anti-large to take down Cygors would have been a good call. They could have kept that going, gone after the Minotaurs. That would have been a good call, too. Even a Sunmaker or... Oh, my bad. Wrong faction. Anyway. But there are things that they could have done. That would have been a lot more effective. They allowed us to flank. They didn't have the range units. I definitely wouldn't have used guns. We have a lot of low armored stuff. I definitely would have used only bows, and that would have been a lot more effective. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like down below for a very epic victory. It was a huge one. I hope that you did enjoy it. If you would like to see future battles, let me know down below what types or whatever mods you want me to check out. Your feedback is important to me. And as always, until then,